good friend of mine, I was talking to him about this, and I don't know how the conversation came up. We were talking about like he was on the phone with his dad or whatever. His dad was in Florida, and then conversation came about like doing like what would be classified as like gay things when he was like younger. And then this was after
the dad.
No, this was the dad was asking about it, and then then this conversation came up afterwards, and he's like, yeah, well, I used to send my dad a picture of my dick or my balls, but and then he like bursts out laughing. I'm like, that's fucking weird, and like we're just like, that's fucking weird. And he's like, well, no, here's why it's funny. He's like, he had a BlackBerry, so he wouldn't know what the picture was until he went to go open it, because the old Blackberries you couldn't see like a preview. So he's like it was just so funny knowing that he'd open it and be like, what the fuck is this? But then to make it worse, this guy's dad would send the pictures to his friends.
Oh no!
Yeah, and then they'd be like, yo, who's this? He's like, it's my son.
No way, you're telling them his sons?
Yeah, and I'm like, what? I was like, that's fucking crazy. And then he's like, no, bro. He's like, it was like so funny. And I was like, I don't know about that.
What?
Yeah.
Like,
How do they sit like during family movies? Do they like cuddle all together too? Like
hand
they have no boundaries?
Oh, man.
Yeah, what kind of relationship is that? That's where it's like. That's where it's like, no, you like you need to be a father, not a friend right now. You need to be a father.
Do you think they'd do the classic jokes to his dad too, where he'd cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn bag? Like, gotcha. Then his dad tries it on his friends too, be like, look what my son showed me.
I was like,
Fuck
bro,
it.
it's like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, that's a
That's
little
fucked
odd.
up. That's fucked up. It's not even odd. That's just fucked up.
Like there are.
I don't know if it's better, but he was like older. This person was like 18 at the time. Like, it's not like he was like a kid. Like, he was like older.
Is
but-
that
Well,
better?
of course.
I don't know.
Is that
Is it better?
Better?
Of course, it's a lot better that he was of age.
No,
It'd
sure,
be weirder
it
if he was
is.
showing
No,
his
I know.
14-year-old balls on the internet.
Yeah,
It
no,
wasn't
you're
on
right.
the internet. It was actually be weird if he was sending it to his friends. It's my 14-year-old son.
Pegging them on
That's-
Facebook.
It's yeah, okay, sure. I suppose at that point he's an adult, and it's the dad's perspective is, you want to play this game? Let's play this fucking game. Like
Yeah.
you assume the risks when you hit send.
It's
Still
like, I was like,
fucking
that's just weird, right?
weird. Still fucking weird.
And even my dad, who's heavily Eastern
It's
European,
like, I do the same thing.
no, we're not doing the same thing yet, but we're still opening up.
We're
We
gonna
are. No, like he'll send me memes sometimes, and it's like, I guess like like the older dad jokes where it's like something unrelated to porn, and just like it shows like full-fledged porn with like the same sound effects in the previous video. And it's supposed to be funny as fuck, but he'll send that to me like during like a family function, and I'll open it, and it's like one of those where, like my phone turns to like instant moaning, and he'll laugh. I'm like, that's fucked up. We're like at a funeral. Like, dad, relax.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.